I just feel like, I don't know, I just kind of want to like make people change, you know?
Ooh.
Like
That is a statement.
like not, I don't know, I just want people to like kind of understand how I feel, because I think if they did, they would make an effort to change. But it seems like some people are kind of just unbothered.
I disagree with you, Spencer. You don't want to make somebody change. Alrighty, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the Safe Space Podcast. I'm your host, Sydney Rosant, and I'm here with my co-host. You can introduce yourself now.
Spencer Rosant. What's up, guys?
What's up? First, I don't know if y'all have subscribed yet or done any of that stuff. You know you guys know the drill at this point. You know to subscribe if you haven't. You know to like. You know to comment, right? You know what I'm saying? And share with your friends and family, all of that. You know what to do. So I'm just going to leave that there. But before we actually introduce the topic of the video, I'm going to release this on Thanksgiving Day.
Okay.
Right? I want people to listen to this while they're cooking. You know what I'm saying? I want people to listen to this after you're done with dinner and you're just bored. And you're done watching, what's that show? The one that always comes on ABC with I can't remember the show. Shoot. I'll remember. I'm blanking really bad. But there's like this animated show that everybody watches after Thanksgiving. You know what I'm talking about?
Good luck. Not good.
Is it
luck,
Charlie something? It's Charlie something,
Charlie
right?
Brown's.
Yes. Okay. After you're done with watching Charlie Brown, right? You're going to watch us on Thanksgiving Day. Right. But what are you most thankful for this year?
Probably just, this is a basic answer, but probably just that I have, like my friends and my family surrounding me. And even though it was kind of a chaotic year, I was able to bounce back and kind of get on track.
Yeah, I agree.
You?
I'd say I'm thankful for, I'm just thankful for my health. Like, 2022 was a year of recuperation for me. It was a year for me to just start feeling like me again, and it took a long time. It took the majority of this year for me to just start feeling like myself, and I felt like there were so many setbacks that, I don't think I'll ever really talk about on here, but I'm just happy that I'm me again. You know what I'm saying? And like, not just me again, but the better version of me, I feel like. But yeah, so you had a topic that you wanted to introduce for this particular episode, some stuff that you wanted to talk about, get off your chest. So what is that?
Okay, today I want to talk about kind of how open you should be with people around you. Because I feel like, I feel like it's a complex subject.
What makes it complex?
Well, the fact that not everyone that you're friends with are kind of able to help you through, I guess, like, depending on whether they kind of can relate to whatever you have to talk about, or whether they can like do anything to like help you, or if you're kind of just wasting your breath.
So are you asking like if your friends can or if they can't? Because I think that you have to, based on your interactions with your friends, you have to be the person that comes to the conclusion of like whether or not you feel like they can handle the information that you're about to give them, right? Like if you have a friend that say tells all of their business or tells everybody's business, you know what I'm saying? And you notice that they're telling you, anytime somebody confides in them, they tell you what's going on, right? Is that really a person that you want to tell that like, oh, this really traumatic event just happened to me? Are you sure you want to tell that person? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you can decide, you have to come to the conclusion of like whether or not somebody is trustworthy. And I think, there will be times where maybe you'll give somebody some information and then you find out from someone else that like your business is out on the streets, and then you have to kind of make that adjustment of like either you confront your friend and you're like, hey, this is not appropriate, you shouldn't be telling my business people, or you're just like, you know what, I'm not gonna talk to them about this ever again, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just, I feel like me naturally, I'm kind of just one of those people who's usually just kind of like is open with people and won't like hide stuff from people they're like comfortable around.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of recently I've realized that that doesn't really like some people just, even though you may feel comfortable around them, they may just not be able to do anything useful with that information, to be quite honest. And it kind of just sits in their hippocampus for no reason.
What? That was quite a statement. But how did you get to that conclusion of like they don't know what to do with what I just said? How did you? When did you realize that like, oh, the people that I'm trusting with all this information are really inept in this way? They're not ready for this.
When I bring up something multiple times and it feels like it kind of just bounces, like it feels like it goes in one ear and out the other. And I'm just like, am I talking to like paint right now? Like,
not paint.
What's going on?
Even paint would be a little bit more responsive.
Right? Like, I need some sort of like
just acknowledgement.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's just, I just kind of feel like I feel disappointed like all the time.
Oof.
Yeah.
How have you dealt with that kind of disappointment? Did you end up like confronting your friends? Like, what did you do with that feeling? Or did you just kind of sit with the disappointment and you're just like, dang, my friends they're low-key not as supportive as I would have wished. And I guess my other question is like, how supportive are you as a friend? So it's two questions.
Okay. What was the first question again?
Well, the first one was just like, what did you do with that feeling of disappointment? Did you sit with it? Or did you like,
I think that I definitely created some, not necessarily distance, but I just realized that kind of if you you can't keep doing something and then expect a different result. So I think that I just kind of have to stick to myself a little more and then confide more in people that I know will not be of use, but like that will kind of be there. And I do think that I do support my friends, and I think that this actually helped me kind of be more aware of that, because to be on the other side of it where people just don't seem to really care. Like they love to hear about the business, but they don't
do anything to support you.
Exactly. So, like whenever I have the chance, I feel like I try to be there as much as possible, because I know how it can feel being on the other side of it when it feels like you have all these friends that are just there. Like I'm in a friend group with mannequins.
Wow.
Like it just feels.
That's how you really feel.
Yeah, it's just kind of disappointing sometimes.
I think and I feel you on this, because I feel like I've had these moments as well where it's like you have this large circle of people who you spend time with, you hang out with them, all of this stuff, and yet what's the point? Like at the end of the day, if I'm going through something, I know I can't rely on you. And so I think this is kind of where my social, or where my tendency to just distance myself from time to time or just completely retract, I think comes from, because it's like, if something happens to them just based on my principles, right? How I want to be, like, I'm going to go to war for you, right? I'm going to try my hardest to make sure that I can support you the way I would want to be supported. But then on the flip side, it's like, okay, something happens to me and I'm isolated, but I have all of these people that I'm supposed to be able to call on. And yet I still feel like I'm by myself, you know what I'm saying? Except for like my family members. But I've really I really like noticed that in my friendships as well. And I think that the best thing to do is distance yourself. I don't even think like telling them like be a better friend to me. Like I don't even think that works. You know what I'm saying? Because like if they wanted to, they would. This would not have been a problem. And for the people that they want to do it, they do it. You know what I'm saying? I think and that's what kind of makes it worse is when you see them do it for others and you're like, so I'm just nothing.
Yeah.
It definitely like it makes you feel some type of way, but it is what it is. Like you're gonna find your people who are going to reciprocate the care that you give for them. They're gonna give it back to you, and then once you find those people, you know, you just make it work. But like if when you're in those friendships where that isn't happening, you know what I mean, you can hang out with them sometimes, but you just let it be, right? You're not going to tell them your deepest, darkest secrets or all the stuff that you're going through because honestly, they don't deserve to hear it.
Yeah. I just feel like, I don't know, I just kind of want to like make people change, you know?
Ooh.
Like
that is a statement.
Like not, I don't know. I just want people to like kind of understand how I feel because I think if they did, they would make an effort to change. But it seems like some people are kind of just unbothered. I
disagree with you, Spencer. You don't want to make somebody change. Like just because my thing is like if I have to make you do something, right? You're not really doing what you want to do.
That's true.
You don't actually want to. If I tell you, hey, you're supposed to support me like this. When I say this, you need to do this, right? And they end up doing it. I think the thing that would scare me about that sort of situation is like, okay, so they're not really doing it because they want to do it. They're just doing it because they don't want me to be upset at them.
Yeah.
Which now makes me feel like I'm parenting you, like I'm instructing you, I'm bossing you around. But that's not really love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you care about me, if you say you love me or whatever, then when I tell you I'm down and out right now, I'm down and out, the only reaction or response from that person should be to help pick me up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're down and out. You're like, oh man, I'm really going through it. And you're just like, I need some help. I need some people to lean on, some people to pull me up. And then they don't do it. And you're like, hold on, like, why aren't you doing it? Like, it's pretty clear they're not doing it because they just don't want to, you know?
Yeah. Well, so when you get close to somebody like that, a mannequin, if you will.
Okay.
In your instance, so you think you would, like, what would you do?
If I was close to a mannequin?
Yes.
Well, the question is, how do you discover that person is a mannequin, right? Because I feel like a lot of times when you become friends with people, like it's, let's say you have a class with them and you know you guys are joking around, like it's always very shallow and not really substantive to start off with because you're just meeting that person, and then there's a moment where you need that person or whatever, right? Life starts to hit you. And then that's when that person shows you if they're reliable or not. And so I think like you don't have to drop a mannequin, but you have to put them you have to be able to compartmentalize your friendships in a way, right? So you're going to have those friends that are like your family, that you're like, this is my sister, this is my brother, whatever. This is my sibling, you know, I know, gender neutral. But like, and then that's where they are, right? Because they've proven themselves to you time and time again. Every time you're in a tiff, anytime you need help, they are right there. You know what I'm saying? They're literally a call away. And then you're going to have some friends that don't live up to that at all, right? You know you can't rely on them. You know that if like something goes down, I can't call you.
Useless.
Right. You are a mannequin, but you enjoy being around that person, right? It's fun, whatever. Like, so you keep that person you keep for the fun times, right? That's it. And that's where you stay. We never go past that level because otherwise it's just going to be you doing stuff for them and them not doing anything for you. which is not like it's not a healthy, fun friendship to be a part of, at least in my opinion, you know?
Not at all.
So I would say that like when you discover that someone is a mannequin, you just keep them in that place, right? You never promote them. It's like let's say you're a boss, right? Of a job. You're running some company, right? And you have a few coworkers, but you need an assistant, right? So there's one person who's doing everything, right? They come to work not on time, but early. They're always giving out new good ideas. You know what I'm saying? They're just pushing the business forward. And then there's another coworker who comes in, let's say on time, a little bit late from time to time. They do enough to get by. They do enough to get their paycheck, right? You're not going to be like, I can't pay you because you haven't done anything, right? But they do enough to get their paycheck. Who are you going to promote?
The first one.
Right. You're going to promote the person that's like living up not just to your expectations, but they're exceeding them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas the other person who's barely doing enough to meet them, it's just like, all right, I'm going to keep you at your little 15 an hour, 20 an hour. You're not going to get to be an assistant. Like, you're not going to be the associate president, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not going to get to be the COO of the company. That person is going to be in the managerial role, whatever. I just have to put it in like business terms, but does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I get that.
And then the other thing is to discover if somebody's a mannequin, how do they treat their other friends? That's, I think, more than experiencing it yourself, is just observing people's behavior, right? Like, are they trustworthy towards others? I think that's the biggest thing. Like, if you notice that they have a habit of maybe betraying some of their friends, because you notice people like that, betraying their friends or just not really being there for the other people in their circle, they're definitely not going to be there for you.
That's true. Yeah. I think I just need to get better at observing people.
Don't get too caught up in the friendship. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Still always observe people, always see what or try to determine what their tendencies are. You know what I'm saying? Before you just fully commit. And even the person that you end up promoting, that person can get demoted too now.
That's true.
And I think, at least for me this year, I've had to demote some people. They don't know, but they have been demoted.
The people who've been demoted, they know.
Yeah, you let them know. I didn't let them know because I didn't feel like there needed to be a conversation about it. It's just like, you're not doing what you need to be doing, in my opinion. This friendship is feels one-sided. So I'm gonna just let it be, because whoever, I feel like a lot of times when things start to change like that, that's an indicator that better things are on the way, right? God has some people out there that he wants to push into my life, and that's why he's starting to yank you out to make room for what is actually going to be. No, because that's how it be. He's yanking you out to make room for what's actually going to help me grow in this chapter of my life.
Do you have anything else to say on the matter?
I guess my question would be like, do we want to continue on this path with the conversation that we're in, or do we want to, because I think we can go the friendship, like we can talk a little bit about, friendship conflict. So I feel like we're in that realm, or we can go confessions, whichever one you want to do.
Confession segment.
Alrighty, we're gonna do confessions now. We wrapped up. Yeah, we wrapped up the other conversation about friendships. We were possibly gonna talk about, we were possibly gonna go elsewhere with the conversation, but we decided that we wanted to do something different for y'all. So we have a lot of new subscribers. Thank you all. But some of our episodes have these little bonus tidbits. Right? Mm-hmm. Introduce it for us, Spencer.
Okay, so we were going to do a confession segment, but the confessions are too far.
Too far.
These people on Reddit are admitting to crimes on their phones. And
crimes.
It's too much. It's too much, like crimes. Not just like a little like petty criminal. No.
Like Law and Order SVU. Let's get them in here right now.
Yeah, it's...
Hawaii 5-0, NCSI. Is that what it's called?
It's a lot.
NCSI?
I don't think that's right, but that's okay.
Get the FBI, the CIA, get them all. Homeland Security.
Yeah, it's bad. But we will be doing Am I the A-hole? We'll be doing that because those are a little more in the realm of reality.
Right.
Of the normal, everyday human.
Exactly.
Yeah, anyway, let's just get right into it.
Let's.
I'm the asshole for forcing my ex to cancel his business trip so he can watch our son after his girlfriend caused our nanny to quit. I had a nanny, Cora, who worked for both myself and my ex. While my ex paid her, he left most of the decisions about her employment and how she would care for our son to me. Cora asked me if it would be okay if she could bring her niece with her to work while she cares for my son as her sister was in the hospital. Her niece and my son are both close in age, so I thought it would be nice for him to have a child to play with, and Cora has honestly been a lifesaver for the 2 years she worked for us. Things were great until Cora called me to tell me she was quitting after my ex's girlfriend told her she couldn't bring her niece into his house even after Cora had told her I had said it was fine. I tried to convince Cora not to quit, but she said the girlfriend spoke to her so rudely that she couldn't continue working for us. When I called my ex, he agreed his girlfriend was in the wrong but thought this would just mean I would stay home to care for our son and he would take care of us financially again. I told him he needed to cancel his business trip next week because our son is supposed to be with him from Thursday to Sunday. He told me he couldn't just cancel as the trip was important, but I was annoyed, so I told him that was too bad and it was a good thing he was his own boss then because he had to watch our son on his days and he couldn't do that from the US. Now he's upset with me, and his sister told me he broke up with his girlfriend in front of everybody because he was angry after our conversation. Am I the asshole?
Okay, so we need to talk about this a little bit. We need to go through, because there's a lot of different connections here.
Right.
So they're not together. The parents are not together.
The parents are not together.
The dad has a girlfriend.
Dad had a girlfriend.
Had a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
The kids have a nanny.
Mm.
The ex-girlfriend of the dad. The ex-girlfriend of the dad was rude to the nanny. The nanny quit.
Yes.
The nanny told the mom.
Yes.
And the mom was like, "All right, so then you still got to take care of the kid though.
Yeah.
It's still your day."
Yeah.
Then the dad did a weird switcheroo thing. He was like, "Okay, well, I can just work and you can just stay home and we can be like a family again." I don't know. Was that what he was trying to do?
He was just being like, no, I think he was saying like on the days that I guess he goes on business trips, she just has to take care of the children still. Right.
And she was like, "No, you got to cancel it." And he's his own boss, so I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I really don't. If he's his own boss, like, get over it. Like, especially because that's your girl.
Right.
That's your girl. You gave her the power to think that she can control what the nanny does or doesn't do.
Exactly. And that's not even her child. She's not even a stepmom yet. You're not married.
Exactly.
So, yeah, you're not the a-hole. I do think, like, I feel like, yeah, the dad completely mismanaged it. Yeah. But what happens if the dad goes on a trip anyways? Like, what can she do to stop? I mean, I guess she could take custody away from him because he's not actually taking care of the kids.
That's true.
So, man,
yeah,
she did what she had to do. She did what she had to do. Next! She is not the a-hole.
She's not the a-hole.
Am I the asshole for refusing to choose between my daughters? Husband and I have 2 daughters, Erica 23F and Sarah 25F. Much to my disappointment, they've never gotten along. Even as kids, they were always
Put the volume up, please.
I had always hoped they would grow out of it, but it just never happened. I tried very hard to encourage them to grow together, as it was always my wish for them to be best friends and take care of each other when I'm gone. Nothing worked and they seemed bent on hating each other. Some backstory: when Sarah moved out for college, she stopped talking to Erica entirely. This seemed really harsh to me, and I told her that. During this time, I grew closer with Erica as she was still at home and Sarah seemed to want nothing to do with us. We were both hurt by Sarah's actions. When Erica went to college, Sarah seemed to make an effort to get along with her and I was really excited. But something happened. Sarah said that Erica was bullying her and blocked her on her phone. Erica told me that Sarah had blocked her, so I texted Sarah demanding to know why. Sarah said that Erica was name-calling and blowing up her phone. I told Sarah she needed to get over it because family is family and you can't just block family for no reason. It seemed very immature to me and I was very annoyed. It's been about 2 years and Sarah hasn't had a relationship with Erica since. Every time I see Sarah, I try to remind her that Erica loves her and tell her about the realities of the situation, that Sarah is successful and Erica just gets jealous sometimes. Sarah always seems really upset when I bring up Erica and gets moody. Sarah is now getting married. At Sarah's engagement party, to which Erica was not invited, which really disappointed me, I told Sarah that Erica was happy for her but it was hard for her, having her sister be successful like this. Sarah seemed annoyed and brushed me off. Since the party, I've been trying to get a straight answer from Sarah as to whether Erica is invited to the wedding. I brought it up a few times when Sarah was talking about the wedding and she ignored me. Eventually, she snapped at me that she hasn't had a relationship with Erica in many years and she didn't know why you would expect her to be there. I was horrified. In my view, Sarah's childish, vengeful antics have gone too far. You just don't treat family like this, not inviting them to your wedding? My heart is broken, as I want them to take care of each other and I don't know why they refuse to do so. I want nothing to do with the wedding at this point. I'll attend, but I have no desire to help a daughter who treats family like this. I feel like Sarah is just asking me to pick between her and her sister and I want nothing to do with it. My husband thinks I might be being a little harsh, but Erica agrees with my decision. Am I the asshole?
Can you go first? You go first and then I'm gonna say what I think.
Mind your business. Like, I don't even know.
I have some thoughts. I have some thoughts.
I don't even know what to say.
The first issue with the mom is this, right? So there's 3 sides to every story, right? There's the 2 opposing sides, and then there's the truth.
Right.
Right now, we only have 33% of the story.
Right.
It's something that has gone down between Erica and Sarah on multiple occasions that the mom is not aware of.
Regardless,
and
based on what information we currently have, the mom is still meddling for no reason.
For no reason. And then on top of that, like, okay, she wants Sarah desperately to give Erica grace while also not giving Sarah any grace either.
It makes no sense. Erica is the clear favorite.
Clear.
Like crystal clear.
To the point where Erica is allowed to say things that are not appropriate. She's allowed to bully Sarah. She's allowed to make Sarah feel bad for, I guess, doing something with her life is what it seems like. And Sarah's just supposed to take it because she's family. But when Sarah's like, I'm going to get my lick back. You're not going to be a part of my life if you keep on disrespecting me. Now it's a problem. It just sounds like, I don't know what the dynamic is, but what I'm getting is that maybe Sarah is the independent type where she's like more of like a black sheep. She does her own thing. And she ended up doing really well for herself, probably in a way that none of the family expected. And Erica is, they said Erica was envious of her. And now Erica's taking it out on her, but like Sarah's just doing her thing. And so I don't blame her, but I definitely think the mom is an a-hole in this regard. Like, just stay out of it. They're not children. They're not children anymore. They're grown women.
She's like, I'm heartbroken and disgusted.
I want nothing to do with the wedding. But I thought this was about family.
She never wanted anything to do with that wedding in the first place.
Erica, been your fave, please.
Yeah.
Next.
Moving on.
Next.
Hey, M28. Broke up with my ex-fiancée, F27, 4 years 2 weeks ago after catching her in a huge lie and then finding out 3 days ago that she committed suicide because I wouldn't take her back. I am in need of some serious advice as I'm being blamed for everything.
Okay. Do we even want to watch this?
No. Next. I'm not even trying to.
I realize I may have mistakenly accused my BF of cheating after we've been broken up for a month. Sorry if my writing is jumbled and incoherent, my mind has been racing and I can't think straight. About a month ago my BF went with his coworkers' friends to a bar club after work. This is something they do every couple months or so. But this time, when he came home, he had a lipstick mark on his shirt. Ooh. I asked him where the lipstick mark came from, but he said he had no idea. I thought he may have been cheating on me with someone from work or someone at the bar. I've been cheated on in the past, which in hindsight might have made me think irrationally. But the couple days after that we fought several times due to me repeatedly questioning him about that night and him denying anything had happened. I also snooped on his phone and computer to find evidence of cheating but didn't find anything, but he caught me snooping so we had arguments over that too. Long story short, I called him a liar and a cheater, broke up, and moved out the following week. The whole time he insisted he was innocent but I figured he was playing dumb and gaslighting me. Last night I got dinner with a friend I hadn't seen in a while and told her about the breakup. But when I told her about the lipstick, she gave me a concerned look and showed me a TikTok video of a girl at a club kissing random guys on the back without them knowing and leaving lipstick marks.
Ooh.
Is this some sort of TikTok trend? As far as I can tell, the person who posted the TikTok is in Australia, but I live in Los Angeles. The lipstick on my BF's shirt was on the upper arm shoulder area, so I suppose it's possible someone could have come up behind him, kissed his shirt, and walked away without him noticing. I just never considered that to be a possibility. I wasn't able to sleep all night. I've just been racked with guilt that I may have been mistaken in accusing him of cheating. I've thought about sending him an email or giving him a call, but what do I even say? Before the lipstick ordeal, our relationship was the best one I've ever experienced. It was healthy and supportive. I realize in hindsight I may have treated him unfairly by not giving him the benefit of the doubt, and I said some nasty things to him when we broke up. And there's also a small part of me that wonders what if he did actually cheat on me after all. If I bring up this TikTok, wouldn't an actual cheater jump at the opportunity to use it to continue to deny cheating? I'm afraid I may be overthinking this.
This is like the classic case of like having prior bad or negative experience like with a relationship, and something happens and it just triggers you to no end. Because yes, I think him coming home from the bar having lipstick on his shoulder area, so she's the upper shoulder, upper arm,
I think like here.
Yeah, that's weird,
That is very weird.
and I think it is worth questioning and figuring out what's going on. However, it's like, I don't know. I think that if I were to give her advice, like, I think that she should still have conversations with him, because it's clear that this is a relationship that she wants to be a part of, and explain that, like, I blew up over this, I overreacted, but I need you to just tell me what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I have this prior really negative experience with relationships where I've been cheated on before, and I just need you to be honest with me with how that night went down. Like, can you tell me what happened from the moment you stepped in the bar to the moment that you left? You know what I'm saying? And don't leave anything out. I think that's what I would ask of my, if that was me in that situation, that's what I would do.
Yeah, I completely agree, because she definitely got in her head about it.
Yeah.
But I don't blame her.
I don't either.
I don't think it was as irrational as she thinks it was.
It's not.
But if he doesn't take her back, I don't blame him either.
Yeah. I think this is like one of those things where like miscommunication can ruin everything.
Yeah, and it
did ruin everything. I don't know how this is gonna end up for them, like, but I hope he didn't actually cheat on her. But I do think that like if she's gonna talk to him again, she shouldn't bring up the TikTok trend at all. Don't bring it up.
Not at all.
But like, I feel like even if it's just for closure purposes, like, she should ask him, can you just take me through that night? You know what I'm saying? At least then, so that if there's some inconsistencies in his story, if like, he starts tripping up over certain interactions that he had, whatever, you can like kind of pinpoint where things aren't adding up, because you could have easily been kissing on a girl at that bar and then just like never got her number, anything
That's true.
prove that he was cheating on her. But yeah, I also think that like when someone accuses you of something like that, and that they have prior negative experiences or whatever, like trauma that's like resurfacing, I also think that he probably could have done a better job of like, making her feel comfortable, or making her, you know what I'm saying? Like, just acknowledging that, like, this does look bad. I have lipstick on my shirt, but I truly don't know how it got there. Like, I don't know, somebody bumped into me. I'm not sure. Like, I think he could have taken the initiative to take her through the night and how it went, and be like, this is everything that I did, I swear. You know what I'm saying? True. Even like offering his phone and offering his like laptop, like, I promise you I did not do anything, because I know that you've been through something like this before.
I think we're good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to close it up?
Yeah, I'll close it out. It's just a shorter episode. It's definitely a shorter episode. But I think like, I mean, this is a Thanksgiving one, so what's another thing that you're thankful for to close?
I think I'm I'm very grateful for like the opportunities that I'm given, because I feel like the fact that I'm able-bodied, able-minded, it's something that I don't feel like I think about enough, and that like I'm able to just function every day. What about you?
I would say, what am I thankful for? I guess I'm thankful. This is like one of them questions that's like, it should be easy to answer, but sometimes hard to put into words, because like there's so many things that I'm thankful for every day. But I guess similar to you, I'm gonna copy you a little bit. Like I think I'm thankful for all the privileges I have in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like life is truly easy for me. Every problem that I have is a first world problem. You know, it's not like I'm concerned about where I'm going to lay my head, if I'm going to be able to clean myself, or if I have the resources to clean myself. Like, can I feed myself? Like, I've never once in my life had to worry about those things. And so, like, that is something to be thankful for every day.
All right. Well,
that's all we got for y'all. Happy Thanksgiving.
If y'all got something to comment about on the Am I the A-holes, if y'all disagree with us,
right, let us know. We don't really care if you disagree, but just, you know, get the comment section active, please.
Right.
More importantly, what they got to do, Spence?
They gotta like up the video.
Right. What else I got to do?
Subscribe while you're there.
Right. What else I got to do? I got to click that notification button.
Oh,
remember.
Oh, that's a good one.
Remember about that button, right? So when you click subscribe, it's here.
Right.
But the notification button, YouTube made it in such a way where it's right there. So it's a very simple process, yet so important, so that you can see everything we post.
Right.
Because I be posting. I be posting. So like, click that notification button. And then on top of that, guess how many episodes we have out?
17.
This is the 17th episode.
Okay.
We got 16 episodes for you guys to watch.
And this will be the 17th.
And this one will be the 17th. So when you're done with this one, go watch the other 16. They're so funny. Okay.
Top tier content. Excellent.
Right. Support Black people. Support Black creators. That's all I got.